Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch. It is with a heavy heart today that I welcome you to another instalment of the Jodie's Sunday Roast series. My heart is heavy because I'm about to give a hard time to a Casio, a watch from one of my favourite brands ever. The thing with Casio is they make some fantastic watches, but they just make so many watches that not all of them can be fantastic. Some of them I don't quite see what they bring to the table, including this one. So why did I buy it then, and what's going on with the Robocop thing? Well, I got an email from a subscriber who calls himself Stormin Norvin, who said he picked up one of these for $10 from his local Walmart, and it looked a bit like Robocop, and I was like, Robocop? I'm in. I thought, fantastic. I love an 80s pop culture reference. I get to wear the t-shirt. I get to talk about Dick Jones, Clarence Boddicker, and utter such classic lines as, I'd buy that for $1, and dead or alive, you're coming with me. So 50 seconds and $50 later, I had ordered myself one of these W737Hs on eBay, and I waited patiently for delivery. The problem started 2 days later when I got a second email from Norvin saying he had returned the watch back to his local Walmart and got his $10 back. Thanks very much, Norvin, leaving me with this watch. No, seriously, thank you very much. I get a lot of emails from people who spot watches that they think I might be interested in, including this one. Anyway, the watch arrived and yeah, I can see what he means. It does actually look a little bit like Robocop, but apart from that, I'm not sure that it offers very much. Let's flip the camera and have a look at it. Picture the scene. You are a plucky Casio W217H called Murphy, patrolling the streets of a dystopian Detroit with your new partner Lewis, looking for bad guys. You find some, a criminal gang led by Clarence Boddicker, who works for Dick Jones, who works for OCP, who owns the cops. They corner you, they shoot you, and they keep shooting you until there isn't much left. But somehow they manage to save you and turn you into Robo Casio. Yeah, well, that's pretty much it. If when I showed you this watch you thought, ooh, I love it, then stop this video now and go out and buy one. Or if you manage to find one in a bargain bin like Stormin Norvin did for $10, then yeah, you should still probably go ahead and buy it. But if neither of those things apply to you in your current situation, then I think there are better watches out there. It's another one of these Casios that I think is just there for the sake of it. It doesn't really add much to the party, to be honest. Apart from these slightly unusual looks, shall we say. There's a little bit of G-Shock in here with the band, but it isn't as tough as a G-Shock, and it's not as versatile. Doesn't have as much utility as a Casio Royale, for example, so not quite sure why anyone would pick one of these. I'm not giving this the full savaging today, the full roasting, maybe a mild warming, because if you can find one cheap enough, there's still some merit in it, but only if you can find one cheap enough. I measure it at 43mm across the middle, 45 including the pushers, but I'm going to call it at 43 today, 13.8mm thick. Now, as you can see here, the resin crystal is not fully protected by the shroud there. There's a minor shroud at the north and the south, so it is going to still pick up scratches, unlike a G-Shock. Lug to lug's always a bit of a moot point with these integrated bracelets, integrated resin bands, but I'm going to call this one at 52mm. Again, this is a bit of a moot point as well. It's 18, but you're probably not going to be swapping over for a NATO or something anytime soon. Weight though, a mere 47 grams. Literally screw-on stainless steel case back there, advertising 100 meters of water resistance and advertising the fact that this one is proudly made in China. It's a module 3488, which I suppose is a little bit more interesting than the one in the 217H, for example, but not by much. 10-year battery as indicated, classic Casio ABCD layout here, but the light button is in the middle underneath the dial. Now on the dial you can see the day of the week, the month of the year, the date of the month, and then reasonable sized Arabics here for the time, AM PM indicator there also obviously. Modes. Press it once and you have a countdown timer up to 24 hours maximum time. One useful feature is there is the small display with the permanent home time at the top. Start, stop, reset, stopwatch, nothing too spectacular there. And we have, if I press it for the third time, a single alarm. Fourth time, you do have a dual time. And again, it's quite nice. You can have this set to another time zone that you are interested in and have the regular home time there at the top. One more push and you are back to the main screen. Now, light. You're expecting something this big and chunky to have a fantastic light, but you're going to be a little bit disappointed. It's only got a single orange LED on the left-hand side of the dial. This macro lens does it favours. It's not this good in reality. There's quite a bit of fade from left to right. And if we take this one outside in some natural light, it doesn't actually get any better looking, does it? Nice to see that even in digital watch world, it's still permanently 10 past 10. The colour scheme I don't mind. I think the silver with the black and the blue and the white actually looks pretty cohesive. What I do object to though are those 4 fake Allen key screw things, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. The closer you look at them, the naffer they become. Now the 4 side pushers, the A, B, C and D pushers, again they kind of fall in between 2 stools. They're slightly recessed, kind of like a G-Shock, but not really recessed enough, and frankly they feel a little bit cheap in operation. Outside natural light, it's still not particularly attractive. Regardless of the light, it's still not particularly attractive. Plus you can see the dots on the pushers and the rather unusual features in between the pushers. Again, some kind of unnecessary striations there. It is available in black, but then you lose that whole Robocop thing, which is pretty tenuous in the first place. On wrist, I think this one is unnecessarily chunky as well. The effective lug to lug, the kind of departure from the case of that resin band is 27mm, and I don't think it tapers quick enough. You also notice that they haven't bothered putting Casio on the buckle today either. They managed that on their cheaper models, why not on this one? And finally, the pocket shot to finish. I think today the watch is even uglier than my shorts, and that is saying something. So as you can tell, I'm rather struggling today to see why anyone would pick this Casio 737 over the plethora of other Casio models that are available that are either better looking, have more utility, or both for the same money. No wonder Northern found this one in the bargain bin. So there you have it, the Casio Robocop then. If you can find one of these for $10 from your local Walmart bargain bin, you should probably buy it if you like the looks, that is. If you like this Sunday roast style of content, why not watch me take strips off a Timex or butcher a Bulova? Thanks for watching, I'll see you again soon.